In 1989, Garth Brooks was asked whether he would ride a bull for charity, and he said he would rather kill someone.
This is a really interesting thing. I would rather kill someone, not I'd rather die.
Yeah.
I would rather kill someone.
Yeah,
That's a very intentional.
It speaks to something about him, I think. You're right. It's a weird turn of phrase to have.
Yeah.
A caveat here is he is a fucking weird guy. Like, he's done some really odd things.
Like what?
Killing. Hello! Welcome to Believe. I'm Phil Green.
And I'm David Ferguson.
And this is a podcast all about the world's craziest mysteries, conspiracy theories, and maybe singing serial killers.
Oh, yes. We're getting to the truth in this one.
Yeah.
We're taking you down.
This is a beauty. An absolute beauty, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. And a killer of an episode.
Killer of an episode.
Sorry.
This podcast is all about the world's craziest myths and conspiracy theories. In each episode, we bring on a guest. That guest has picked a myth or conspiracy theory they want to talk about. It might be something they believe. It might be something they don't believe. It might just be something they've heard, and they need two people to solve that problem. And those two people are us.
Yes. Because we're great comedians and even better investigators.
One of those things is true. You can decide which. Now, if you enjoy this podcast, please give us a little 5-star review. Whether you are on Amazon or Spotify or Apple or any of those, it really helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes. Tell us that you love us.
Yes.
Basically.
Just do that.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars. Say, I love you. Exactly in those words. And we will love you back.
Yes.
Not physically, but spiritually.
I'm lonely.
David will love you back physically. Yeah. Now, I'm doing a little mini tour of my latest show, my 2025 show, A Broken Man's Guide to Fixing Others. I will be in Leicester, Liphook, Glasgow, Southampton, Stratford-upon-Avon and Sudbury over the next couple of months. Tickets are available on philgreencomedy.com, or you will find a link in our show notes of any of our episodes, actually. And on the Leicester show, which is on the 13th of February, you're doing the show straight after, right?
I am, yes. I'm very, very excited about it.
Absolutely.
It's my reason for living right now.
Yes, 13th to 14th of February, David will be doing a show, Trivial Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, in Leicester. So come along, Leicester people. We would love to see you. Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun. Now, who is today's amazing guest?
Just one of my favorite people, the wonderful Caroline McEvoy.
Yes, the wonderful Caroline McEvoy. Caroline is a stand-up writer and storyteller from Bangor in Northern Ireland. She is the founder and producer of award-winning stand-up comedy night, Comedy Bandit in Clapham. Last summer, she made her Edinburgh Fringe debut with her show Train Man, which was critically acclaimed and went on to be programmed at Dublin Fringe. And what is the myth or conspiracy that Caroline has chosen?
Garth Brooks is a serial killer.
Allegedly.
He killed those people.
But did he? Oh. Let's find out. Let's bring on Caroline.
Get out of the rabbit hole.
It's a fake. Every single bird in the sky is a robot.
It's fiction.
Doubt your government.
It's an urban legend.
Like, if they're actually spraying something in the sky?
No way.
A stream of absurdity.
It's a total fabrication.
Welcome to the podcast, Caroline McEvoy! Yay! This is the most Northern Irish episode we've ever done.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it on
Wait,
this
have there
side.
never been any other Northern Irish guests?
I don't think so. No. First one.
Everybody else has been Irish. The other, Republic, not from our homeland.
The other ones.
Okay.
The other ones.
The other part of Ireland.
Yeah.
Great.
But no, you're the first Narn.
Oh my God, that makes me so proud.
Yeah.
Trailblazer.
So honored
Trailblazer.
to be here. Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
need to get rid of you, and then we can
Yes.
finally
Finally take
take over.
As expected.
It's coming.
How far apart are you from in Ireland, you two?
She's the other side. We're different sides.
Of Northern Ireland?
Yeah. No. From the divide. The divide.
Sorry, he's gone straight into sectarianism.
Right.
I was literally like, "How do you know where I'm from?" I was like,
Actually, don't.
I don't.
I'm Belfast.
So I'm Bangor. That's
Bangor.
Like a 20-minute
Yes.
drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I was thinking we weren't geographically we're not close. We are close, but yeah. Thanks for saying.
Yeah.
You know what? This is like good for like cross
Cross community.
Yeah,
cross
this is.
community relations. Look,
And that's why we brought you on, Caroline.
We really
to
can be
finally
friends.
mend those wounds. Okay.
The troubles. No. Sorry.
Do you ever talk about that stuff on stage? You talk about politics?
oh yeah. I mean, just the troubles. I make a few jokes, but I'm not like a very political comedian. I would say. I don't know. I mean, there's sometimes I feel like there's just like a lot of like There's a lot of other people talking about sectarianism, and sometimes I'm like, nah, I'll just let other people talk about that, and I'll talk about random other stuff instead. Although I do. I mean, do you?
I talk. You kind of have to.
You
Because
kind of
people
have
bring
to.
it up.
You have to acknowledge it, because if like people hear the accent and they're like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
And then you have to kind of.
It does feel like a default thing
Yeah.
for. Like not that it should have to be, but for like a default thing for Northern Irish comics. But then,
yeah.
but in Northern Ireland, would you talk about it?
Yes, it still comes up, because
Okay.
I've done like gigs in Belfast and stuff, and people are still like making jokes about it. I think it's just a kind of a part of.
You kind of have to, because it was so ridiculous, and it was truly awful, and also
Got how you get through it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the Northern Irish sense of humour.
Gallows humour, they call it.
I got an A in my GCSE physics paper because there was a bomb scare when I was taking the test.
So I did not know where he was going with that. I did not know how you were going to link that in.
They told us you get 2 extra grades because you were stressed out during the exam.
So
Yeah.
lucky and nice.
So the troubles worked out for me.
I had the only thing similar to that I never had a bomb scare get me like a good grade in exam, but sometimes we would get them on the way to school, because I would like get the train from Bangor to Methody in Belfast, and sometimes a bomb scare would happen, so we would all get off early at like Belfast Central Station, and then we would just take ages walking into school. So by the time we got there, it was like lunchtime, and then we'd be like, oh, but there was a bomb scare, and they couldn't do anything.
Did you get out of jail free
Yeah,
card?
basically.
Yeah, it happened all the time.
Yeah.
I feel so left out. We never had a bomb scare in Surrey. Apart from in Asda once. Did happen in Asda once.
Do you know who was behind that?
World War II bomb. They just,
Oh,
I don't know
okay,
how they
so not
randomly
even
found
like a-
it, but yeah, they were like, we have to evacuate Asda. We were like, what? Who's just found a bomb in Asda? Anyway, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I look at because whenever I watch Dairy Girls, I just assume that is your childhood, because it's
Kind of is.
For you especially.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's my
Yeah,
era.
yeah.
Because Caroline is
Not for you, Caroline.
much younger than me.
What's that?
Much younger.
90s was not Caroline's teenage years.
You were born in the 90s,
I
weren't
was
you?
born in the 90s.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah, I was sorry. So fresh.
That's
and
not
young.
fair.
But
You
yeah, do
shouldn't-
please apologise for your age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fair. I'm only 37.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, and I'm actually 25. Okay, let's keep going.
It's a beautiful thing. Myths and conspiracy theories, what do you think about them, generally speaking?
Generally speaking, I like them. I like to chat about them. Obviously, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But I believe in them? Probably not. I quite like the mad things that people come up with.
Yeah.
I quite like learning about them. Sometimes I always like listening to like podcasts about them and stuff, but I have to say, like, I've never really been convinced by one. Do you know what I mean? I tend to think it's like just people being slightly nuts on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, it mostly is.
Okay.
Obviously not today, but it mostly is.
Obviously not.
Yeah. So the ones that are kind of like so ridiculous, those are the ones you enjoy the most, where it's more fun.
Yeah, because I'm just like, how does anybody actually believe that? You know, when it's so crazy.
How we believe it is we're not gullible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we accept the hard
Are
truth.
you a believer?
He's the believer.
Oh.
And I'm the cynic.
Okay, so you and me,
Yeah.
suddenly we are now teaming up against
So now the table has returned, haven't they? Literally.
Look, if you'll just fall for any old line, an unexamined life is not worth living.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But you enjoy the more serious ones more than the fun ones, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it all depends. Like my favorite one is Bigfoot. So like I do believe that there's a hairy hominid that's not been discovered yet.
But that
You
kind, I
want to believe that more than.
No, I got convinced in it. Yeah, hearing people talk about it, and it just makes sense. We don't understand. Oh, I can't talk about Bigfoot.
You can talk about Bigfoot.
Because the America, the United States and Canada are such huge land masses. It can be so easy for there to be a huge hominid in there, and we wouldn't know. It would be easy.
It isn't the most ridiculous one because, and actually, there are. I mean, what's the zoologist's name? The monkey lady.
Monkey lady. Oh my God, I have a doll of her and I can't remember her name.
Jane
Goodall.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good work. Teamwork. She doesn't discount it completely. David Attenborough doesn't discount it.
Yeah.
He doesn't discount the existence of the Yeti either. So Because there are loads of creatures that we still don't know about that aren't found, particularly in the sea. Obviously, that's not Bigfoot, but like you said, there are vast amounts of wilderness that are untouched and where there could be undiscovered creatures. So it's not completely on the realms of possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bit like if I was going to believe in any conspiracy theory, if this is even a conspiracy theory, like aliens, like there's no way of saying actually there's no life on other planets.
Yeah.
Because actually there probably is. So I don't know if that is a conspiracy theory. That's just logic.
Yeah.
No, well, we're waiting for disclosure. It's 2026. At the end of the year, Steven Spielberg is going to be releasing his latest movie called Disclosure. And apparently it's been tied in with the US government going to confirm that there are extraterrestrial life, which doesn't necessarily mean aliens. But
I'd love it if that happened.
I know.
I have a feeling that might be complete bullshit.
Well, I mean,
and a brilliant marketing campaign if that's how they're doing it.
I'm not saying that's not the case, but the idea that we're alone is I can't accept that we're not alone.
I agree with you, Caroline. I think, and most people actually, when you push them on it, it's like, do you believe there's no life in another life in the universe? Most people, I think, would say, well, probably, because like it seems too unfathomable that there wouldn't be some kind of organism, some kind of existence of life.
You know, and I've dated some of them.
But it's going to get exposed at the end of this year. Do we have to wait a year for that film?
Yeah, it's coming at Christmas time.
Is this like Steven Spielberg's slow build-up over 30 years to eventually revealing that there are aliens
Well,
among us?
it might be a sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay.
That's been sort of put out there, but also like he hasn't had a big hit in a while. And I think he's like, I'm the greatest director ever. We want to have I mean, he's not far off it. How does it become a movie podcast all of a sudden? Aliens.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys should be like getting like paid ad reads for like to promote the movie.
We
or
do.
something.
We literally try not to, and then it just ends up getting sucked into it. Anyway.
Yeah.
But the thing is, those worlds merge quite a lot, right? Because the world of conspiracy, a lot of it is, I'm not saying fiction line, but exaggerated. It's storytelling, right? So you can see how those things can.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
And when you got movies like The Matrix, for example, prime example. Like It's hard not to talk about that when you're talking about things like backrooms and talk about things like alternate realities and those sort of stuff. So it comes into it all the time.
Yeah.
But Spielberg's will never
Sorry,
top
I'm just
Hook.
considering all of this for the first time. I'm just like, wait, maybe I do believe it.
And our work here is done.
It's like, wait a second. I don't know, because I guess I'm not thinking
go home
properly
to
about like, yeah, I'm going to paddle backwards. Like, how do we define a conspiracy? Because I'm just like, because there are some things that I'm like, yeah, logically, if you really think about it, those things like aliens or is the obvious example, but they're like alternate realities. Not sure about ghosts, but would be more convinced by like ghosts. Are ghosts a conspiracy theory or a ghost?
Well, here's a question. Would you be more convinced by ghosts or aliens?
Aliens.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. Okay. So
It seems more likely.
it just seems more likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like there's a world in which people could go out to another planet and get proof of aliens, but I don't see how you can ever prove ghosts. So how can you ever really believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Really?
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay.
It's for another podcast, though. That's that line drawn. Thanks, Caroline.
Complete the topic.
Yeah, exactly. So, Garth Brooks is a serial killer. But we need to take this very seriously. This is a very important one. Garth Brooks is one of the most successful and influential artists in music history, redefining music by blending it with rock and pop sensibilities and bringing it to a massive mainstream audience. Emerging in the late 1980s, he achieved explosive success in the 1990s with hit albums like No Fences, Roping in the Wind, and The Chase, producing iconic songs such as Friends in Low Places and The Dance. After stepping away from music in 2001 to focus on his family, he made a highly successful comeback in the mid-2010s, continuing to sell out stadiums and reinforcing his legacy as a transformative figure in modern country music. So before we get into the conspiracy, Caroline, are you a fan of Garth Brooks?
I'm not overly familiar with his work, but I think I'm more familiar with his work than I thought, because in preparation for this podcast, I was just listening to Garth Brooks all day long, and I was like, oh yeah, I do know like actually loads of his songs. It's really soothing and nice to just listen to him all day.
Because he's been around so long. Yeah,
you just inevitably like have picked up some of his music. Like I know him, like I know him to see kind of thing. Yeah, it's good, like, what do they call it? Like road trip music, like when you're driving around, like back home, I feel like the country fields, I mean, not quite American country fields, more like kind of little scrawny grassy fields in Northern Ireland, but like
But it is kind of fun though.
it is nice.
I can see that. I guess it's sort of parallel with sort of like Irish folk songs as well. It's kind of got a similar kind of vibe, right?
Yeah, we would have grown up with a lot of country music because Northern Ireland kind of has that vibe. So surprisingly, like I would know country music that other people wouldn't, but because that's the way Northern Ireland is. They love love a bit of a fiddle.
Yes.
Yeah.
They love a fiddle.
Without like really getting into it, I do also think that like maybe more on my side than your side, but there's quite a lot of like kind of conservative like Christians in Northern Ireland, and I think that leads to like people having like a taste in country music and maybe even this style of country music, because that tends to be quite like a lot of Christians. Like,
It is quite
listen to.
wholesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Like I grew up with a lot of like Christian rock and Christian country music, and it's sort of like I'm going to burn in hell, but that's a heck of a beat,
You did know about this conspiracy because I know you've known about this for a long time, but you don't. Garth Brooks is not your bag.
He never had a dance remix, as far as I'm aware. Like
there must be one somewhere.
There has to be
such a massive.
Yeah.
There must be a Garth Brooks dance mix somewhere.
There must be. Like I'm aware of the dance because that's every mother and daughter dance for the last 40 years. I'm aware of it, and it makes me kind of feel, oh, I don't like that song. But and there's a song called Thunder Rolls.
Yep.
I vaguely remember because the video was controversial because I think someone gets killed in the video.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you going to bring that up?
I might well bring that up.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. But that's it for me for Garth Brooks. Like,
Yeah.
Like what was the first song you mentioned there?
Friends in Low Places, which is a great song.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever hearing of this song.
I guarantee if you listen to it, you will never be able to get it out of your head. It's really catchy. One you know?
I just nodded like I knew it to be honest. I just was like,
what
yeah.
this podcast is mostly about, Caroline. Don't worry
I
about
was
facts.
listening to it. I was listening to loads of stuff. Could I tell you what the names of his songs were? No. Like I'm not a stan. I'm not a diehard Garth Brooks.
You were
fan, but-
born when he was at his peak.
Well, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. I was just a baby.
Yeah.
The baby.
I was just a baby. So
I was not.
you should know.
I should know.
You were Pete Brooks. You were Pete Brooks.
I was. Yeah.
That said, you were also Peak Spice Girls. And
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah.
It would be a different.
I couldn't hear
dynamic.
anything over Madonna and Janet
Yeah,
Jackson.
that's
it's
understandable.
true.
It's understandable. So Brooks is one of the world's best-selling music artists, having sold more than 170 million records. Billboard ranked him as the greatest male solo artist on the Billboard 200 chart of all time. As of 2020, he is the best-selling solo album artist in the USA, with 162 million domestic units sold, ahead of Elvis, and he's second only to the Beatles in total album sales sold. But set aside the cowboy hat and the stadium sing-alongs, what could be causing so many unsolved incidents of people going missing or being murdered to match up with his concert stops? So, a growing number of people genuinely believe that he moonlights as a murderer. The conspiracy hinges on Brooks's tour date supposedly coinciding with missing person reports across the country. Online detectives have been mapping his concerts against disappearances, convinced they crack some sort of criminal code. So, you've obviously listened to a bit about this. You've known about this for a long time. I don't know if you see the pictures that people put online of the like charting maps of America with pins in the board.
But I'd actually love to. So I listened to a few like kind of TikTok kind of breakdowns of this.
Yeah.
I was like,
good place to go.
it's a good place to go for any kind of conspiracy stuff. But yeah, I love to see the maps and things like that because like that's crazy.
Yeah, for going for years, like it's not just like one tour. It's like all the, like even when he started out, just gigging like as a young musician, people going missing and stuff. Like it really correlates nicely.
It does.
And someone tried to do it with, to test the theory. Someone tried to do it with Madonna's tour gigs.
Yeah.
And there's just no correlation between.
Yeah, because Madonna would never hurt anyone.
Wow.
Like that.
Not like that.
Okay. There can't be no correlation. There must be some.
People have gone missing and died around about Madonna concert, but not in the same way that it just slots into place with Garth Brooks.
Like
Okay.
it's too perfect.
Like it's too perfect. Like it's ridiculously too perfect.
But here's what I would say, being slightly skeptical on this. I'm not saying it's not true, but he has played over 1,000 massive concerts in every major city in America.
That's how many people he's killed.
And roughly, I think it's something like 200 either missing person or murder. I think it's like 110 or 120 people have gone missing.
Do you know what? Like, fair play. If he is doing it, that is a good hit rate.
Isn't it, right? 20%.
That's pretty good.
20%.
These are not the
You can't
thoughts
do
of
all
this
of them.
podcast.
Yeah, right.
It'd be too obvious.
Too
Caroline.
obvious. Yeah, people are going to work it out then. But like 200 is
The guy's
not
got
bad.
game.
Yeah.
What? Look, I just need to say this for what if 30 years from now he's dead and we find out he's been doing this and like we're like
It's a great Netflix documentary.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, his posthumous album sales would go through the roof.
they would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Like
Nothing
I know,
like a killing.
I know someone has some of Ed Gein's paintings. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it Ed Gein? Who was the clown killer?
Yeah. No, Ed Gein was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Whoever did the clown painting, someone's got one of.
Okay.
Glenn. Oh, I've forgotten. Thank you.
There we go. That's why he's here.
Gacy. Thank you, George. You saved my bacon.
So, in 1989, this is what feeds into this conspiracy.
Okay.
Garth Brooks was asked whether he would ride a bull for charity, and he said he would rather kill someone. I mean, it speaks for itself.
It's not the first time somebody has kind of like admitted something in public without really admitting it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like people have done things like this before.
Yep.
It's almost like he's
Send
kind
these
of
other killers
like,
out there, Caroline.
Well, statistically,
Yeah.
it's like he's like almost saying, "Catch me if you can." It's like he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, dangling it in front of us and
Yeah.
kind of being like, "You'll never get me," but I'm telling you, I'm hiding in plain sight here. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, and he absolutely is, right? Because
Yeah.
the guy's got so much money, so much influence, so much power. He thinks he's untouchable. But is he?
Can clean it up. Like again, bringing up Madonna. Madonna has someone. Anytime she uses public, like planes or whatever, someone comes behind her and vacuums up everything. Vacuums up her DNA, like the skin cells.
Oh my
Like this is a
God.
real thing. It's a real thing.
Why does she do that?
So
Because
no one
she
can blow
can.
Madonna.
Because she can.
They've already done that. No, Sabrina Carpenter. No, but this is a really interesting thing. I would rather kill someone. Not I'd rather die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather kill someone.
Yeah,
That's a very
Very
intentional.
sinister.
It speaks
Very
to
sinister.
something about him, I think. You're right. It's a weird turn of phrase to have.
Yeah.
A caveat here is he is a fucking weird guy. Like he's done some really odd things.
Like what?
Killing. So, okay. One of the reasons for this is because he created an alter ego called Chris Gaines. Okay, this was, I think, in the 90s.
Yeah. This is how I know about Garth Brooks because of Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
That's when I first became aware of him because he did this.
Yes, so it was late 90s,
Okay. I was
and it
too
was
young.
like
I don't know, I can't-
yeah, well, yeah.
Alright.
To explore rock music for a film, he dyed his hair, he had eye makeup, he had got like guy liner on. It was sort of like a shit Ziggy Stardust type look, basically.
But he took it so seriously.
took it
This was for This was for
Okay.
reals.
Yeah.
This wasn't like a parody or
Like
anything.
method acting kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
right.
okay.
But he literally absorbed himself into this character. He presented SNL in character of Chris
Right,
Gaines.
okay.
But then also in the same episode, also as Garth Brooks. So it was weird stuff like that, but he was very much embodied this character. So the believers think that this was his disguise, this was his alter ego, that he's able to sort of separate. That,
Okay.
you know, Chris Gaines is the guy that's doing the killing. Garth Brooks is able to therefore separate himself from.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
What's this alter ego like? I mean, in
Really
terms of
shit,
his-
actually. Like the music is awful. The album bombed completely, which is unusual because he had by this point he had a huge fan base,
Yeah.
but they did not go for it at all.
Weird.
It was very like kind of 80s new romantic, kind of that kind of look.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like it was so weird.
Darren Hayes, when he started out in Soundgarden, that's what he looked like.
Okay.
But although Darren Hayes has nothing to do with this, but that's
You never
very
know.
similar.
Yeah.
But also, one of the things about Chris Gaines is he was a recovering sex addict. That's the
Yes.
character.
He also the whole backstory created around the character of Chris Gaines.
Okay.
He also he survived. He was an Australian. That was the other thing about him.
He was doing an Australian accent.
doing an Australian accent.
Playing a recovering sex addict.
Exactly. And also, he had been involved in a major car accident that he survived. So something to do with that as well.
Yeah.
Did he actually have a car accident?
Oh no,
No, this
Back
was
to his
fiction.
character.
It's like completely made up.
This is-
It's not like he like put himself in a situation where he had a car. Okay, a question. So the victims of these like 200 murders, is there any kind of consistency in the victim profile? Because that's
Well, only in the sense that missing persons generally fit a particular type of profile on a general level, but no, not specifically between his the people that are expected to, the people that are associated with him in terms of going missing.
Okay.
There's no difference.
because that's the thing. You'd wonder like if he really was, if we're entertaining, if he really did do this as this entertaining, if we're proving that he really did this as his alter ego.
Yeah.
You'd have to wonder like, okay, who were the victims? Like, for example, if it was always the same type of victim, like if it was always like white woman in her 20s going missing, you'd start to be like, oh, that's a pattern.
Yeah.
But if it's if they're all really different.
Oh, there's quite a lot of old people.
Okay.
Yeah, there's quite a few people here.
What's he got against old people?
Well, that's it. There's more gone missing than murdered. I think.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
something
more
like-
missing than murder.
Yeah,
right.
but something like 90 of them were murdered, and about the 110, 120 have gone missing. So, yeah. But there's obviously loads of these. But Brooks's world tour in 1993 to 94 visited over 100 North American and European cities. So in Indianapolis in 1993, a young woman walks home from a bar just blocks from Market Square Arena and disappears. And in the same night, Brooks had been doing a concert in Market Square Arena. In Chicago in 1993, 3 women disappear in unrelated cases in the same week. Brooks sold out consecutive nights at the Rosemont Horizon, so same place for exactly the same nights. In Cincinnati in 1993, a cold murder case of a college kid, body discovered in the Ohio River within 48 hours of Brooks's tour bus leaving town.
Oh, God.
But isn't this meant to be the Smiley killer? That's a male
It
victim.
could, well, I haven't got the notes on that, but it could be, yeah.
Yeah, because the Smiley killer is a whole other.
But maybe that was Brooks.
Was Brooks the Smiley killer? Yeah. Do you know what the Smiley killer is?
please don't.
So a number of college age
Smiley face killer, I think.
Smiley face killer. Smiley is a whole other thing. A number of
Potatoes.
well,
very
they'll
different-
kill you in a different way. A number of college age male students were turning up in shallow bodies of water around or near a smiley face, smiley face insignia, and they're trying to say that's a worldwide murder cult.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah, and there is like people have died and been linked to it and stuff, and like the bodies are found and they didn't die where the bodies were found. They were somewhere else.
So they were somewhere else, killed, moved, and then
Yeah.
arranged.
Yeah, like and it's a week later or a month later after they were lost, and it's
Yeah.
all a bit gruesome.
But see, again, not to like, because obviously I think you're right to pick up on like how was the body found, like what was the kind of condition of the body, because that's another question I would have about like if he was a serial killer, like okay, so maybe these victims, it's lining up with his tour dates, but if any bodies are found, are they killed in similar ways? Like are they all strangled? Are they all? Is it
No.
completely random?
He has no
It's just a
calling.
very-
It's very random.
Yeah.
Very random.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
But that could mean he's just got a lot of skills in terms of how he kills.
because he does he look what he does to country music. It's also rock. It's
Yep.
also pop, and then
Yep.
there's the whole Chris Gaines thing. So he's a man of many talents.
Oh, he's
so
a-
maybe he's like that with the
With his killing.
Yeah, he's like a cross genre,
Yeah.
cross genre
He doesn't-
serial killer.
he doesn't
Fusion
fuck
serial
about.
killer.
One other weird thing about him is that he is extremely driven, which I know you could say about any artist that sort of reached that level.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he in his house he has charts. He has all of his album sales and charts, and that and he moves that as those numbers go up, and he tracks it against other artists of similar levels. So he actually his ambition was to outsell Elvis, and his ambition is still to outsell the Beatles in the US. So he tracks himself against other artists in a really meticulous, kind of methodical way. And every decision that he makes, kind of Taylor Swift-esque in that sense. So when album releases, video releases, Instagram posts, everything is meticulously planned in order to raise his profile and sell more albums. So if you think he's that meticulous with his music career,
What about his murdering career?
exactly.
I get it, but I also think that, like, just as you said, like any successful artist is like driven and like you might as well then say that like maybe let's look at Taylor Swift's
Well,
concerts because we all know
Someone needs to
like,
shine a light on her.
yeah, literally, because it's like, and she has the money to cover it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
And a legion of fans will go, I did it.
yeah,
Yeah.
people will be throwing themselves in prison for her. In fact, maybe that's happening. To be fair, counterpoint, maybe that's happening with Garth Brooks because there's probably any number of like people who'd be like taking the fall for him at any time, and we wouldn't know.
Exactly right.
The Clark Gable in the heyday of Hollywood ran over someone and someone else took the fall and went to prison for it. So that's
So
what the
it does
prophecy
happen.
Does happen. Yeah. Didn't happen to Matthew Broderick as well.
Yeah, but he got away with it rather.
Oh, yeah,
Killed
that's
two
true.
women in Ireland.
Yeah.
I love Sarah Jessica Parker, but Matthew Broderick murdered two women and got away with it. But vehicular crash, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Actually,
To keep saying that. So the Chris Gaines character is one weird thing about him. So it was 1999. The life of Chris Gaines showcased Brooks's experimenting with pop rock and alternative lifestyles, planned follow-up albums, and the movie. There was a movie that was going to be linked to his character as well. It was going to be a
There
film.
were scenes
about the
shot
movie.
and there were people
Yeah,
cast.
yeah, it was called The Lamb, and because the album
Lamb is a fucking weird
is
name.
a weird name, right?
For
Absolutely.
what you're describing about this guy, like
Yeah.
his
Lamb
name's
to
really
the
good.
slaughter.
Yeah.
Slaughtered lamb.
Yep. But because the album tanked, they never made or finished the movie. So it never. And he actually has since. I don't think he's apologized for the character, but he has said it was a mistake.
Yeah,
If it had worked, it wouldn't have been a mistake.
Exactly. If it worked, it wouldn't have been a mistake.
he just took a
took a risk.
risk, you know, and like as artists, we can all respect that. We can all respect
Yeah.
a swing and a miss.
Bowie's never apologized for some of the drum and bass stuff he did in the 90s. So
I loved Bowie too much to be objective.
Yeah.
You know. But
Let
my
him-
my favorite thing about Bowie is when he was the Goblin King. So
Yeah.
that's
That's also my favorite
I
thing.
love Labyrinth. I love Labyrinth. So
Okay.
just
been re-released.
can't wait to see
14th
it.
anniversary.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
God, I was -10 when I saw that movie.
Yeah, that's right. You were. So the who started this conspiracy? So Tom Segura, who is a podcaster and
So
comedian.
this is what I did here on the TikTok
Yes.
thing, which is another reason, sorry, to cast like doubt again on it, because I'm like, okay, he just made it up. But then again, I was thinking about it and I was like, sometimes people just make up things and they're right.
Yeah.
Like total different situation. But you know, like that whole Coldplay cheating scandal thing.
Yeah.
Chris Martin just like riffed, haha, it looks like they're having an affair.
And they were.
They're having an affair.
Exactly.
So it could happen.
And this is comparable, I think.
yeah, it's totally the same
200
thing. I
birds.
realize it's the same thing.
But you are. It's true though. Like you can throw something out there. You go, oh, it just seems silly. But then people have taken that and started mapping it against dates and gone, well, hang on a second. When we really dig into this. So it began into 2018. It began with Brooks's 2018 concert tour announcement video where he says, "Let's get physical playing music." And Tom Segura reportedly described him as having a serial killer smile. So Garth Brooks's social media posts are weird, right? They are very like he's a very sort of he's extremely kind of. I can't even describe. It's almost too wholesome, right?
Okay.
It's too pure. It's like really him smiling and like
Yeah.
it's almost like a character. Well, I guess it is a character. But, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, it's like so overly fake. That's kind of what I think Tom
It's
Segura was alluding to.
inauthentic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
inauthentic. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. So Segura suggested that Brooks looked like someone who has killed multiple people before, which is obviously how you catch him, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the comment went viral, and suddenly Brooks' tour dates were being cross-referenced with missing persons reports. Segura fans regularly flood Brooks' social media asking, "Where are the bodies, Garth?"
That's so funny.
And true.
And true.
And true.
While many are taking it as a joke, others seem genuinely convinced there's something to investigate. So whenever Garth Brooks posts about a new tour or book or something, or like a new album, whatever, he now, and this is still happening now, just gets floods and floods of people asking where the bodies are.
So funny. I bet he fucking hates Tom Segura.
Oh, he absolutely does. He absolutely does. So he's never commented on Tom Segura. He has blocked him on Instagram.
He's blocked him on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so petty. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna block you.
It is the pettiest way of dealing with it. But I guess it's probably the only thing, other than coming out, and because if you coming out and making a statement about it, you're then kind of legitimizing the rumor to a certain extent, or
Yeah.
you're adding weight.
Expands.
Yeah, it's that. What's the the Streisand effect, where you're trying to you actually bring something more attention to something that you're trying to distract from.
Yeah.
So he's kind of fucked either way. The poor guy.
Yeah, he can't do anything about it.
Well, I think he's all right. Like he's
fine.
he's Garth Brooks.
I don't think he cares that much. And it gets darker. Some of Brooks's best known songs sound alarmingly like crime scene diaries when you get hold of them up against missing persons reports. So the Thunder Rolls, which I think is the one that
Which is the which is really the only Garth Brooks song I know.
Yep.
And because I used to watch America's Top 10 at 3:00 in the morning on
Of course you did.
ITV, and Casey Kasem would introduce, and Garth Brooks, who's Garth Brooks, and Thunder Rolls.
Yep.
Which is about a murder, isn't it?
It's about a murder.
Wait, do you have the lyrics?
So domestic violence. Well, I don't have the lyrics, but it's about domestic violence, stormy weather, and a woman who takes matters into her own hands.
Yeah. It was Thunder Rolls and Sonny Came Home.
And Garth is like the woman?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know how he identifies.
Yeah.
No, it's like a metaphor.
It's kind of
like
yeah.
It's like himself, but like it's a way of telling. Again, it could be that hiding in plain sight thing.
Exactly. Karen.
Again, where his lyrics are telling you, okay, I do see it. Yeah. I'm not like
I think it's on the right lines for sure.
Yeah.
Papa Loved Mama, A Tale of Infidelity. That's not
a real song?
That's a song. That's a real song. This is country music. We must remember
yeah,
that.
it's country music.
But I like
but country music can be very dark.
like
It can be very
Martin
dark.
and bluegrass and
But it often is very literal, isn't it?
yeah, I suppose that's
Yeah.
right.
So it's a tale of infidelity that concludes with a fiery demise by truck. It's got a good chorus, but also eerily echoes a Kentucky murder case that very week when he played it live.
Okay.
So-
what happened in the murder case?
I don't know those details.
Well, it's
I want the gory. I want to know how they died, when they died.
You're
I
not
want
a
to see
true crime
pictures
podcast.
of the bodies.
So in a Two of a Kind, Working on a Full House, that's another song, played in Oklahoma City. The same weekend, a couple went missing there and they were never found.
It is weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Is Brooks laughing openly, singing cover versions of crimes that nobody ever solved? The mainstream media have never really got involved with this, it has to be said.
That doesn't mean anything, though. Not to
Absolutely,
sound like I've got my
absolutely,
tinfoil hat
Caroline.
on, but you
Yeah.
know.
Mainstream media doesn't report anything anymore.
Well, true, but this is actually going back quite a way even with this one. But he is quite bulletproof in terms of like country music. Like he is a god in that sense.
Yeah.
And
And it requires sacrifice.
yes, Nashville is like
That's how his power is rising and he's sustaining his career.
I don't know that that's
Maybe
not true.
maybe it's the fans doing it. Maybe it's not him doing it, and that explains the different ways that people are being murdered.
Manipulating
It's
them.
just fans like performing weird rituals as a way. So like Tom Segura was close, but he's not quite got it right.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah.
like, I'm just saying it could be something like that.
yeah,
People
it
are
could
crazy.
be. It could be.
People are crazy.
People are crazy and very devoted.
Yeah.
Fans have been saying shows are weird. He does these mysterious mid-set pauses, and he had this long hiatus. So, like I mentioned at the beginning, he sort of quit from like on being on the road in about 2001, and then he had like a long break and didn't come back to the 2010s, right? And the speculation is he just wanted to get away from the limelight. He felt the heat was getting a bit too close.
And take it easy.
Yeah.
You know.
He was saying it's about family, but... So local police logs mention unexplained tips about suspicious buses in at least 4 cities. It does come with a lot of buses, Garth. A lot of buses.
Entourage.
What's that about? There is rumours that the FBI quietly conducted a background inquiry in the mid-90s, although no findings were made public. I did look into
really
that.
hope
There is
so.
also no evidence at all that happened.
Yeah, but if it's
I'd love
FBI
it.
again, like how are you meant to find out that there's evidence that the FBI have done something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you can't.
The
That's
FBI are
all-
going to come and go, yeah, we're looking into him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's Brooks' own oddness. He turned his back on fame in 2001 in favour of family. Who does that when you're the biggest selling artist on the planet? It is true to say that at the point that he did that, he was fucking massive.
Yeah.
So it is an unusual time to choose to do that.
Well,
Well, sorry.
go out on top.
Well, go out on
Yeah.
top. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Although, again, like he says is to focus on family. My question's always like, let's interrogate that more. Like, what's going on with his family at that time? Like, has he just had a kid? Is there something going on with like, I don't know, maybe his wife's sick. I don't know because he's poisoning her. I don't know. Like something.
He's a killer.
We
Yeah.
don't know.
We don't
Like,
know. We don't know. Exactly. That's exactly the point, Caroline.
Yeah,
we don't know.
It's all we don't-
So some of his fans, I say fans or fans of this conspiracy, have got into the concerts and they have held up banners, like anyone does at concerts, with "Where are the bodies, Garth?" Also, some of them are like, "Please return my grandma," and the families need closure. And these have been like, so they go in with them something else written on Monster, like "I love you, Garth," and then the camera goes on them and it gets put up on the big screen in the stadiums, and then they flip it around and it's got the families need closure on it.
Oh, I think
as trolling goes, it's exceptional.
Yeah, it's great.
Like whatever you think about Garth Brooks, the trolling is outstanding.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I mean, like, this could be the last great serial killer, because serial killers they're a dying breed.
Yeah.
You know, they're going out of fashion.
They are.
Because forensic sciences means that.
That's what you mean. I wasn't sure where you were going.
Yeah.
I was like, where is this going?
Yeah, the heyday of the serial killer is over
Because of advances in forensic science.
Yeah.
Also, I think just
and streaming television.
Yeah, streaming television, and just like advances in people on the internet sleuthing around and finding things. Like if this is how far people will go with something like this, like whenever it's whenever it's a real murder case, not to again cast out, but when it's real, people do spend a lot of time tracking stuff down, don't they?
Yeah. Did you ever watch Don't Fuck with Cats?
No, but I was just about to bring it up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch it because I was like, I can't watch cats die. I'm such like a baby.
It's not that much of cats dying. It's like there's a little bit of cruelty to cats. Well, you can't really see it. It's like grainy video, but the premise of that, i.e., internet sleuths, like you said, did in fairness track down ultimately a killer. So it you know, there is some legitimacy. It has been done in the past.
People, it's like you suddenly have thousands of people working on one case rather than just kind of the special dedicated unit.
And we're going to get you. Also, one thing that hasn't been mentioned by Tom Segura or any of us is it might not be Garth. It might be one of his entourage.
True.
Oh, his entourage. Yeah, we talked about fans. We didn't talk about entourage.
Yeah. And maybe Garth's covering for him.
Exactly.
Maybe Garth's actually like a good guy in way. If you cover up a murder, it's not a good guy.
We've all watched
maybe
Dexter.
He's loyal, what we're saying. He's
loyal.
Yeah.
Loyal. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a country music song.
It
I know you're
absolutely
killing, but I'd still die for you. You know, like, I don't know what that was. I am so sorry for anyone listening.
Neither of us know what that was. But the blocking of Tom Segura, like you said, yes, it's petty, but people obviously taken that and gone, well, why has he done that?
Yeah, it's funny though.
It's very funny.
It's very funny. Why has he done that? It's because he's like, I mean, if we remove the conspiracy layer from it for a second, he's just pissed off. It's like Garth can't take a joke, is what that's saying.
That is what it's saying. I think he can't. However, I don't think, but would going on the Tom Segura's podcast, which is ultimately what he wants, make it any better? Probably not.
I think it could be funny.
Garth, if you're
hilarious.
watching,
Please
don't go on to Tom's podcast. Come on ours.
Yeah.
You can come on as Chris Gaines.
come as Chris Gaines and explain yourself.
Yes.
I can't tell you how bad Chris. Also, as alter ego names go, Chris Gaines is fucking shit. Like, if you're going to give yourself an alter ego name, you wouldn't go with Chris Gaines.
No, it's awful. It's really, really bad.
Yeah,
It's no Ziggy Stardust.
it's not, that's an alter ego name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
What would your alter ego name be?
well, I know what my drag name would be, and that would be Harmony Man.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, because it also abbreviates to Harm Man. But but I'm not a drag artist. I have too big a face.
Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. I think anybody can be a drag artist.
I have. It's not my thing, but I have been in makeup before, and I am hard to look at. You know,
Like with shading and stuff.
I
make this.
I think you would look beautiful.
Yeah.
Caroline.
I'd love to see it. I'd actually love to see it. And I'd become part of your entourage and we could turn around and kill people together. It'd be great. See?
Oh yes, because if I was a drag queen, I'd also be a serial
Of
killer.
cour's, right?
Because
I mean, if this isn't hiding in plain sight, I don't know what is. You're literally telling them.
I've always. I mean, I love combing long hair. Like I'd have a.
Yeah, I
I
could
do
see
like
that.
the idea of wigs. And a good wig is a beautiful thing.
I mean, you probably make more money than comedy.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that noise. I've made lots of weird noises this podcast. Don't know why. Sorry.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's not our accent.
Are you saying I should do drag?
Yeah. Oh, we'd love it if you did drag.
I'd fucking love it if you did drag. Are you kidding me? I would have the best day out ever. It's so good.
No one would see that. Genuinely, no one would see that coming.
Yeah.
And that's with you. So
No, I couldn't.
So Friends in Low Places, right, which is probably one of his most well-known hits globally.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are some of the lyrics of Friends in Low Places. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black and tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise and fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne as I toasted you and said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain.
Oh, he killed them.
He killed him.
Yeah, it's
killed
definitely
them.
threatening.
Threatening talk.
Yeah.
Threatening talk.
Yeah. Like if we believe that Madonna slept with all those people that she sings about, and we do, then Garth killed all those people.
There is some skepticism about it. So his lack of engagement with it is framed as intentional evasion. So, and this is like a general problem with when people throw out theories about other people on a general level. So if the person responds, they are defensive, which is suspicious. If they deny it, they're lying, which is suspicious. If they ignore it, they're evading, which is also suspicious.
But what do you think is the best thing for someone to do in that situation?
I think if I was him, I probably wouldn't. I'd do exactly what he's doing and just ignore it. But
Right,
then
yeah.
I think if you've got that much money, you can just afford to do it.
Yeah.
And you could just blank this out.
Yeah. But I think by blocking it was the mistake. He could have just completely like not engaged with it, but because he blocked Tom Segura, I feel like that's the thing that makes me go, why'd you do that? I mean, apart from like obviously just not take a joke or whatever, but like that is taking an action. That's not just
You're right. That is
ignoring
taking
it.
an action. But I suppose if somebody's constantly hounding you to come on their podcast and qualify a rumor that you've put out there about them, you might consider blocking them for that reason. I don't know. Might be wrong.
Garth doesn't need the engagement. He
He
doesn't
does
need
not
the-
need the engagement.
He's doing all right.
He does not need. In fact, if you are going to a city where Garth Brooks is playing, the safest place to be is probably in a Garth Brooks concert because he doesn't murder his own people. So, no. So, silence as a normal boundary recasts this plot. In reality, public figures routinely ignore online rumours for practical, legal, and personal reasons. Engaging with fringe theories often amplifies them, invites escalation, or creates a reputational risk within the satire. However, this entirely normal boundary setting is reframed as intentional avoidance.
He did it. No, sorry. I kind of feel weirdly sorry for Garth Brooks.
You don't feel sorry for Garth. He's
I
grand.
wouldn't feel too
He's
sorry.
great.
He's doing absolutely
He's doing fine.
He's
He's
not-
doing fine.
It's funny. It's a funny joke.
It is a funny joke.
Like,
right?
get over it.
Do you know what he should do to get rid of the rumors? He should play a serial killer in a movie, like, and it's his only movie.
Yeah.
You know, like Eminem, Marshall Mathers playing a rapper in 8 Mile. You know, people believed he was a rapper after that.
Yes.
You know, sorry, that was a terrible joke. But yeah, I think that's what he should do. He should play, or Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines
should play
Bring back Chris
serial
Gaines.
killer
I was
Yeah.
gonna
in a
say.
movie.
Yeah.
That's what.
That would be leading into it.
Yeah.
I think leaning into it would be more like, I don't know, go on SNL and just skit about it or something. Like, if you can't beat him, join him. Like, just actually like.
We did go on SNL, I presented it, but yeah.
Oh no, I mean like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nowadays, go on and do like a serial killer skit. Wouldn't it be incredible?
With Tom Segura.
Yeah, with Tom Segura.
That'd be brilliant.
That's how you actually like.
Imagine
face
the
it head
numbers
on.
that episode would
I
do.
know. I should stop being a comedian and go pitch myself as like Garth Brooks marketing,
really.
head of marketing and social media. I'll do it. I know what you need.
The reel from that would just go viral.
Yeah.
It'd be brilliant marketing for them. Another layer targets audio entitlement. Online culture often assumes that public figures owe engagement, explanations, or participation in jokes made at their expense. When that expectation is unmet, frustration is reframed as suspicion. So he is getting a lot. The thing is, none of this has affected his sales.
No.
None of it has affected. And I think if that was the case, we probably would have some sympathy for him because like someone else is almost like unintentionally destroying his career by putting this thing out there. But that's not having any impact at all on the numbers to go and see the guy.
It's not like what happened to Craig David.
No. Craig David's weird.
Craig David's weird, but he would have had a bigger career had Keith Lemon not done all that stuff.
That's true. The Kez stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it ruined.
What happened to Chris? I'm
so
like,
there was Keith Lemon used to do impersonations of Craig David as a bedwetting teenager who was into pigeons and kestrels.
Did you watch Bo Selector? Do you remember Bo Selector?
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
So
It's well before you.
the guy that plays Keith Lemon, he did that before Keith Lemon.
Okay.
And he did loads of characters, and one of the characters was Craig David. they're all done with like weird masks. So he does like Mel B. He does who did Lorraine, didn't he? He did loads of characters, and Craig David was one of his big characters. And he had a kestrel called Kez, and he fed it milk. Right? It was weird, but it was actually very, very funny because it was totally obscure and in no way an accurate reflection of Craig David. None of them were supposed to be, but everybody would like go to a Craig David concert and ask where Kez was, right?
Okay.
And Craig David, beautiful singing voice. Like he probably should have had a bigger career.
Yeah.
And I really do think it injured him.
Yeah. And he kind of admits that. Like, it wasn't meant with any malice at all. It was supposed to be fun, but it really, really did affect
Although
That's
it was
kind of, that's shitty.
Yeah, although it was a white guy doing blackface and we never
that's
noticed.
true.
Twice.
Twice. He did it with he did it with Michael Jackson, and he did it with Mel B as well.
Oh my God, so
shit.
3 times?
3 times, yeah.
Because of course he did. Shamon! Oh my God!
Yeah. YouTube post selector when you get home.
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
it's well worth- it's well worth
I'm gonna
seeing.
watch this on
Yeah.
like the train home. I
I think racism's funny too.
Oh no.
So the framing of silence as evasion also borrows heavily from true crime documentary tropes. Narrators often linger on phrases like "he declined to comment" or "she refused an interview," allowing ominous music and pacing to imply meaning without evidence. So I'm sure you saw this with a lot of the stuff online.
Yeah.
They just stick music in the background and go, "Here's some facts. Here's some figures."
Yeah.
And it just makes it seem more legitimate than it maybe is. You know.
Yeah, when it could easily just be like for legal reasons, obviously, or whatever,
Yeah.
you're not going to comment. Because they always do that in, because I listen to loads of like investigative podcasts and that kind of thing, and they do the same thing. Like journalists will be investigating a case, and then anytime they're investigating someone and the podcast is going to make that person look bad in some way,
Yes.
they always go, that person declined to comment, which does just make it look worse.
It
just
absolutely does.
And strangely enough, like Garth Brooks declined to comment on this podcast.
He did. We reached out to Garth Brooks' people and they declined to comment.
Declined. And what does that tell you?
So no one's saying we've definitely proved Garth Brooks is a serial killer, but
Declined to
why
comment.
do all the dots fit together so smoothly? Why do his words sound like case files? And why do cold cases swarm around his tours like moths? The Garth Brooks is a serial killer idea is likely internet satire and meme, not a real allegation or theory. The theory comes from exaggerating how conspiracies treat coincidence, silence, and tone as evidence, highlighting how suspicion can be manufactured without facts. Outside its original context, the theory is sometimes misunderstood, but it has no basis in reality and is best understood as commentary on internet culture, not on Garth Brooks himself. So, Caroline, is Garth Brooks a serial killer?
Like, I really want him to be. It would be so fun if he was.
Yeah.
I mean, not for the murder or the murdered victims or whatever, but like, I think no. Because the problem is, it'd be different if the rumor come from nowhere, but the fact that we're literally able to be like, Tom Segura made it up,
Yeah.
that ruins it.
Yeah,
Like,
it
if
does a bit.
someone else had just come up with it and started investigating it.
Yeah, when you can pinpoint the guy that started
Yeah,
it in
when
the
you can
first place.
pinpoint someone stirring shit on a podcast
Yeah.
and then be like, it's not real.
Exactly.
But I just love people running with it and taking it seriously. Like, I think you're right. It is a commentary on internet culture or whatever you just said. That sounded very good, and I'm going to start
Yes,
saying that.
yes, say that. David?
He did it.
Okay, I agree with Caroline. Just to be absolutely clear on this, and for legal reasons, so does George.
Allegedly. he did it.
Allegedly. You just think
Allegedly.
He
I could see. I'm persuaded.
is that your default though? Do you always just agree no matter what?
No. I've doing this podcast. I have learned that some things are a load of shite.
How is this not a load of shite? How is this when like actually though? I mean, fun to chat about. But how is this not actually a load of shite?
Because Tom Segura, I trust him. You know.
Look, if you do live in America and you are missing a grandma, take a look at Garth Brooks. That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
Caroline, would you like to look at this camera and tell people where they can find you, follow you, all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. My name is Caroline McEvoy. That's spelled my last name, McEvoy. You can also follow me on Substack. If you want to get emails from me, I write personal essays and stuff. It's fun. Yeah.
Would you both like a Garth Brooks joke to end the podcast?
Yes.
Okay. I don't judge the past of my Garth Brooks loving cannibal girlfriend, but what she's doing now is tearing me apart. Now that joke works if you know the lyrics to Garth Brooks songs. It actually works on multiple levels. It's very, very funny. Yeah. I appreciate it's wasted on both of
Who
you.
wrote that? Did you write that?
No, of course not.
You wrote it and you're like, it's very funny actually.
I don't write any of the jokes. Believe me, Caroline. But just so everyone knows, and for the benefit of the listeners, it's very funny.
Very clever joke.
Absolutely.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Please give us a little 5-star rating wherever you get your podcasts. And if you'd like to help support us further, why not check out patreon.com/BelievePod for exclusive episodes, early access, and ad-free listening. Remember, we love you.